This is a quick core finisher that will place a lot of emphasis on body position to target the upper body and core. So we're spending a lot of time in bear plank and in our side plank position. We have 5 exercises. We're staying in each exercise for 50 seconds with just a quick 10 seconds to transition in between. You can stick around for just the first round for a 5-minute finisher, or get 2 rounds for a total of 10 minutes to close out your workout. We are going to get started in about 20 seconds. We're coming into our bear plank. So hands and knees, your knees hover directly below the hips, shoulders are directly over the wrists. Make sure your knees don't creep in too close. We're going to press those knees up and we'll simply walk from our bear plank with the knees hovering back to plank. Let's begin now. So step it back to plank, then hug the knees in. Again, make sure they're not coming too close to the hands, but you're staying directly under the hips. Your shoulders and hips are in the same plane the whole time. They're not rotating or popping up. We're really targeting that core integration. If you've been tuning in for some of my latest releases, you'll find this exercise makes a frequent appearance. It is such a good one, such a good entry point to that deeper core connection. So I encourage you to use this one a lot. Puts less strain on the lower back and still gets you that deep core connection. Stepping out and out. In and in. From here, next, we're going to transition to our side plank. I'm going to take this on forearms to give the wrists a little bit of a break. Come into your side plank, reach that top arm overhead, and bring the knee straight out in front and release. So the knee hugs in and extend. So rather than taking it out to the side, I want you to feel that strong core engagement by bringing the knee straight out in front while keeping hips and shoulders stacked. So we're taking that limb out in front, that long lever to generate the load on the core. So we're here for that 50-second interval, and then we're coming into our plank up down. We'll go from our forearm plank to full plank. Nice and slow, nice and steady. Really press into the forearm to create that arch beneath the body. And come down. So plank to forearm plank. I want you to really keep the shoulders and hips even and level the whole way. Here we go. Take it down to the forearms and then press it up. So your shoulders are going to want to dip to make that path of less resistance. They're going to want to take the easy route. But I want you to instead really focus that effort in the core and in the arms so that you're keeping the shoulders at the same elevation the whole way. So relative to each other, that means they stay nice and level the whole way down and the whole way up. It requires significantly more effort in the upper body to maintain that level position in the shoulders than if you were to let the shoulders just pop up and down. That takes a lot of the effort out. So keep it in and rest. Switching to the other side now for your side plank, knee hugs. Let's come into position. Reach that top arm overhead and draw it in, knee to elbow. So pull that knee straight up and extend. Again, you're pressing that bottom forearm into the mat, creating that big, beautiful arc in the side waist. That bottom leg is strong. You're activating by pressing into the pinky toe side of that bottom foot. We got this. Stay strong. We've got one more exercise after this in our first round. So that can be your exit, or you can stay with me for one more round, depending on how much time, how much energy you have. And come down. Next, bear taps. So we're coming into bear plank once again, my new favorite body position. We're simply tapping our shoulders and then the knees. Let's come into position and let's begin. So we tap shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. Here, the challenge is in, again, keeping those hips and shoulders level the entire time. So you're not letting the hips and shoulders rotate. We're not bringing the knees in too close to the hands, but we're keeping that core on fire the entire time. Shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. Again, your torso stays in that same plane the entire time. So your goal is to make those taps quick and engage the belly to stabilize as the loading pattern changes. We are at the end of our first round here. Come down. We're coming to our bear plank walks once again. Let's come into bear plank and we walk it out. Step back to plank and draw it in. I don't know about you, but definitely feeling the arms work through these plank positions. Press into your finger pads to alleviate some of that strain on the wrists. Step it back and in. You got this. Shoulders stay directly over the wrists. The knees walk in to the hips, but not too far. Again, you're keeping the spine neutral, not rounding or arching the back. Step it in and in. We got this. Last few reps. And come down. Side plank is next. So we're coming into that forearm plank. Get ready. And knee hugs. Here we go. Pull it in and extend. So feel that stable body position. We've got shoulders stacked. We've got hips stacked. Underside of the body, pretty stable. Not moving a whole lot. The movement is happening just elbow to knee. Try not to let your torso dip forward. Try not to let the hips rotate. Really feel that hug to the center. I know the arms are talking to you, and that will continue as we move into plank up down next. A few more quality reps here. 3, 2, and 1. Switch it up, coming into plank up down in about 5 seconds. So again here, remember, the key is to keep the shoulders level the entire time. Here we go. Come down with the right, lift up with the right, and switch. Down with the left, down with the right, up with the left, up with the right, and switch. So again, you are, when you place the hands, place them directly under the shoulders so that you feel that strong connection, that strong press up back into the plank. Try not to collapse down onto the forearms. Feel that happening a little bit for me here. But can you stay stable and strong? You got this. Just a few more seconds here in this exercise. Last 5. And rest. Quick changeover, side plank on the other side. We are coming into the home stretch of round 2. Come up, extend that arm, and hug, knee to elbow. Make sure your bottom elbow is directly under the shoulder. You've got that firm connection of the forearm into the ground. Pull it in and extend. We got this. This is our second to last exercise, and then we'll finish it out in our bear plank taps. Breathe. So even though we've got that strong core engagement, try not to hold your breath. That can be kind of a habitual response in the presence of core work. We tend to hold the breath, but instead I want you to make space for the breath. Here we go. Hug it in. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come into your bear position. Quick change over here. We're tapping shoulders and the knees. Last one. Let's finish it strong. Here we go. Tap, tap to the knees and the knees. You got it. And tap. So this core work utilizes the bear plank position to also get some solid effort in the shoulders, the biceps, triceps, and chest. You're also supporting the spine, so you should feel those rivers of the spine awakened, alive, and working for you here. Make sure your knees aren't coming too close together, too close to the hands. That'll take the core work out. Last 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Nice and easy. Come to a kneeling position. And then slowly all the way up to stand. Roll out the shoulders a bit here. Shake it out. And that is your core finisher. Thank you for closing out your practice in that way with me. And now make sure you head into your cool down next.